And I had control in the driver's seat, but my hands are slipping off the wheel. Now the tables have turned.
Happy Monday. It's actually 1:13 p.m. on Monday.
Hey everybody,
I am just now.
how are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So, I'm watching my girl Lily, yours truly. I'm going to put her on pause for a second. Y'all just ordered me some chicken and stuff from Kennedy Fried Chicken. I was hungry. I could have made something, but I honestly didn't feel like making that. I don't know what it is, y'all. Ever since we came back from Hawaii, I just can't get my sleep pattern back. Now, what is this? Oh, this is some coleslaw and mashed potatoes. I don't know why they didn't just give me two mashed potatoes, because I don't like coleslaw. Anyway, that's it. And it's little. Like, look how small this is. Anyway, some mac and cheese. And some chicken and biscuits. Now, I ordered a 5-piece chicken, and the reason why is because the 3-piece chicken was almost the same price, so maybe like $1 off. So I just got the 5-piece because I can always eat some more later. This mashed potatoes don't make no sense. Why is this little? I mean, come on. Well, all this chicken and stuff, and you gonna give me this tiny little bit of mashed potatoes? Look, it's like a sample cup. Look at this. That's a sample cup. And don't even taste that good. And try the macaroni and cheese. The mac and cheese is okay. It's thick. And I like that. I like thick macaroni and cheese. Only thing missing is my soda. But I put a juice in the freezer. But I just put it in there, so it ain't cold yet. The chicken is good. But yeah, me and my husband, we can't seem to get back on track with the time as far as us sleeping. I've been going to bed like 7, 8 in the morning. Like right now, I'm tired. Now the crazy thing, we was gone for what? We was in Hawaii for 9 days. Now that we back home, don't feel like we ever went anywhere. Excuse my voice. all raspy. But it don't feel like we went anywhere. I hate that. You go away, you have a nice time, you're gone for a certain amount of time, and then you come back home. And once you come back home, after like 2 or 3 days, you honestly feel like you never went anywhere. So now, I've been online on the computer looking for another trip to go on. You know, me and my husband, while we was gone, they had a timeshare presentation that they, you know, when you go to the concierge, once you're in the house, once you're in a hotel, on one side they have the concierge where you plan your trips and stuff like that. They have all things like zip lining, 4-wheelers, snorkeling and all of that. So you go sit down with them and you plan your trip. That's if you want to do something. So we went over there just to see what they had, you know, and one of the presentations was a timeshare presentation. So they said if you do the timeshare presentation, then it was a tour that they gave to up the mountain to the waterfall. That was like a package deal. Like if you did the timeshare presentation, you go see the waterfall for free. So we went to the timeshare thing and we sit down, and everything they were saying was wonderful as far as the timeshare. Like, you know, we did the timeshare before, but when we was in our 20s, and we actually got the timeshare and we had it for maybe about 8 years, and then we sold it because we wasn't going away like that because of the kids. But this time it was really interesting to us because, you know, our kids are grown and we don't have anybody we have to be home for and stuff like that. So we was really thinking about it. But my husband, he wanted to buy it right then and there. And I told him, I said, no, let's really sit down and really think about this. Like, do we really want to do this? And da-da-da-da. So he told the lady, he said, we're going to think about it. So she gave us her card. She said, you don't have to be in Hawaii to do the timeshare. She said, all you got to do is if y'all decide y'all want to do it, just call me and we'll save your package, because she ran down the package deal and all of that, and she saved it for us. She said, so if y'all decide y'all want to do it, I already have your name down. I already have your folder and your package. So all I have to do is just start it. So we was like, okay. So we came home and we was talking because like this year we was gonna, we're really trying to get a house before the year's out, before January is over. So I was talking to him and I was like, I'm not sure if I want to get a house. So he was like, why? What's going on? So I said to him, I'm thinking more of like a condo or something like that. So he was like, why a condo? I thought you wanted the big backyard and everything, and, you know, put a pool in the backyard and this, that, and third. I said, yes. I said, but I'm really thinking this timeshare thing. He said, well, we could get the timeshare and we get the house. I said, but what I'm thinking, y'all, just hear me out. What I'm thinking is, I love traveling. I love going to different countries and this, that, and the third, and learning about different cultures. And I love the feeling of getting away from home and just being away. And I realized that I like going away more than I like being home. So I was thinking, like, we get a timeshare, we get a condo, because like I said, my kids are grown. Like, they doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? My youngest is what? He's what, 26 or whatever? So I'm like, if they're grown, we don't have any kids at home. Um, what do we need a big house for? We could get a condo or a little townhouse or whatever, and then we could get the timeshare, because if we have the timeshare, I plan on being gone majority of the time. Like, my house won't even see me, hardly ever. Maybe for Christmas to be with the kids, or Thanksgiving to be with the kids. But majority of the time, I told my husband I would probably rather be somewhere else. So he said, that's a big decision, which it is. He said, we really need to think about it. He said, because, you saying this now, but once you get your house, you might feel differently. You might want to be home more and do more of, homebody things like barbecue and having family over and stuff like that. And I'm just like, yeah, because I like those things too. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm honestly struggling, because to me, I don't see the sense in getting a big old house if we're not going to be in it all the time. But because he's with the traveling. Well, he told me, he said, babe, I'm with whatever you want to do, but I just want you to be sure that this is what you want to do, because once we go there, ain't no going back. Once we buy a condo or a townhouse, and then we get the timeshare, ain't no going back to you seeing big houses and, oh, that house is so beautiful. Dad, we should have just got a big house. Because, he knows that I'm indecisive when it comes to stuff like that. 1 minute I want the big house and all the family coming over and stuff like that, and then the next minute I'm just like, so he was like, I'm with whatever you want to do. If that's what you want to do, the timeshare and the townhouse, we could do that, or the condo and the timeshare, we could do that. Or if you want to get the house and then get a timeshare, we could do that. He said, but I just need you to know exactly what you want, because I don't want you to get certain things and then regret it later. He said, so this is something you can just rush through. He said, so you need to really take some time, not a couple of days. You need to take some time to really think. He told me to give it at least 6 months and decide what I want to do. Because he doesn't want me to be hasty, and I jump to one thing and then down the line I regret it. Well, it's just that every single time we have went away somewhere, when we went to Barbados, when we went to Cancun, when we went to Jamaica, and all these other places we went to Bahamas. Every time we went, I didn't want to come home. The last day or two before we actually leave to come home, I'll be sad. And I'll be like, oh gosh, man, I can't believe it's almost over. And I know, I know a lot of people have that feeling, like, when the trip is over, they be like, I'm not ready to go. But I mean, I really don't be wanting to come home. Like, we walk through the door and I'm like, I hate it here. I be like, I hate it here. I don't want to be here. I be wishing we could just turn back around and just get back on a plane and just go somewhere else. I don't be wanting the trip to end. And I mean, once I get back home after a few days, then I'm settled back in, but I still have the feeling of I wish I wasn't here. I wish I was still on a trip somewhere. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because it's the truth. Every time me and my husband go somewhere where we see big, beautiful houses, I get caught up again. Oh, look at that house. I want a house like that. I want a big house like that. And da 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 da. And all I keep thinking about is when I do get my house, how I want to have family come over, how I want to barbecue and just have my friends and family come over and just enjoy their company and be able to do. I love barbecues. I love barbecues and I love family over. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just confused. Maybe I should just get my house and just go on more trips. I don't know. But that's what my logic was behind not getting a house. It's like, if I'm gonna be taking a whole bunch of trips, at what point am I gonna be home enough to do anything? When am I gonna be home to enjoy my house or my family coming over, barbecuing? When am I gonna have time to do that if I'm always traveling? So this is why I was saying to just get like a townhouse or a condo. But then it's like when I am home and I want to entertain, a condo and a townhouse is not gonna be enough space for my family. I guess it just boils down to, what do I want more? Do I want more family interactions, or do I want to be gone a lot? But he told me to take 6 months and go over every single thing. He told me to write a list of the pros and cons of having a timeshare and a condo or a townhouse, and the pros and cons of having a house or a bigger house. So I haven't done that yet, but I got 6 months, so. But I believe I'll come up with my decision before 6 months is up. And I think he said the reason why he said 6 months is because he wants to be either have purchased or in the process of purchasing a house come January. So right now we're in May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So he gave me until November to decide, because December, January, that'll be 2 months before. So I have up until November to decide what I want to do. I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, the kids are grown, they're gone. Well, they're not gone, they still live with us. But, I'm talking about them leaving and it's just being me and my husband. And what do we want to do? Do we want to have a house, or do we want to get like a condo and then just travel? Not only that, I love traveling, but there's another thought of what's going to happen if I get tired of traveling. Because I've heard from people saying that they get tired of the plane rides, they get tired of jumping from here to there to there to there. After a while, you just want to sit down and relax. So maybe I get my house where my family and my grandkids and all that can come visit, and we can have our barbecues. But maybe we just take more trips, because I was thinking buy the house and we're gonna be doing less trips because we be home more. And so if I got a condo, we'll be taking more trips. So maybe I can kind of go in between. Get the house, take more trips, not as much as I would if I had a condo, but take more trips than I do now. Maybe 3 trips a year, like the beginning of winter, or we could do winter, spring, summer, fall. Do 1 trip every season. We could do that. We could do that. That'd be good. So that'd be 4 trips a year. And the rest of the year, we'd be home with the family and the kids and all this and that and the third. I honestly didn't think about that until just now. I kid you not. 4 seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall. And we could take 1 trip each season for the year. And then have the rest of the year, throughout the year, to, do family things with the kids and the cousins and the sisters and the aunts and uncles and my mother. That sounds good, right? A trip every season? 1 trip every season? Because the seasons are not, they're not that far from each other. So the trips would be coming back to back. And I still get to have my house with my, the barbecues and stuff like that. I still be home for all of that and just take a trip every season. But I would have to make sure that each season the trip is at least 2 weeks. The trip is at least 2 weeks long. So I could feel like I really was on a trip. It would have to, the longest trip we took, we went on Norwegian cruise. And we was on a cruise for 12 days. So if we do 1 trip a season, it would have to be at least 12 to 15 days that we go. Hopefully. Because at this point in time right now, my husband is still working. He hasn't retired yet. So 15 days, if it isn't his vacation time, would be pushing it. So, 7 days, yeah. 8 days, yeah. But 15 might be pushing it when he's still working. He get FMLA. I don't know if a lot of y'all know what that is, but, the FMLA is he got it for him and he got it for me for, like, if I'm sick, he can take off and they pay him for it. And depending on, he just have to let them know if he's going to be out, 1 day, 2 days, a week, whatever. Either way, it's approved. Even if he has to take off a month, it's approved. They can't say no. So he has that. And he has it for himself too. So he can call into work and say, my wife is sick, so I have to take care of her. Or if he's sick, and he's out for himself. So, that's good for that. But, we haven't done it yet. We haven't, used it for no trips, anything. He has used it when I was sick, when I had my surgery, and when he's been sick. But we haven't used it to go on no trips. But I'm saying that would be an option if so. But yeah, but I don't think he's going to do that. I honestly don't think he would take out that much time from FMLA just to, because like he said, we need that for when we need it. So I don't think he would do it, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying that would be an option. But, yeah. 1 trip a season sounds good. I still get my house. I had to get me something to drink. My throat was dry as sandpaper. So I get the Lipton tea with lemon. I get all the different flavors. The peach, the tea with lemon, the green tea, and and the raspberry. I got all the flavors. Anyway, y'all, I think y'all helped me to decide. Because I'm not lying to y'all. I really didn't know what to do because I was really messed up with with the decision on what to do. Like, I really love traveling. I don't like being home. I had a house before. Me and my husband, we had a house when we bought our first house when I was 24. He was 25. We had it for 10 years. And then we sold it. And then we moved to Atlanta. We was in Atlanta for 2 years. I started missing my mother like crazy, y'all. I kid you not, for the first 6 months that we was in Atlanta, I cried every single day. Not all day long, but every single day for 6 months I cried because I missed my mother that much because I'm used to seeing my mother whenever I feel like it or whenever I want to. Like, a week usually don't pass without me seeing my mother. So the fact that we were so far away and I couldn't see her every week, I could only hear her voice, and all I kept thinking is, God forbid, if something happened to my mother and I can't get to her or I can't be there, it just really messed with my head and my heart. I told my husband, I said, listen, if you want to stay here, you can, but I'm telling you right now, I'm going back to New York with the kids. You either come with me or you stay here, but I'm leaving. Because I only moved to Atlanta because my husband and my kids wanted to go. I never wanted to go to Atlanta. I never wanted to live in Atlanta. I always felt it was too far from, because my husband's whole family is in Atlanta. They was born and raised in Atlanta, you know, and a lot of them came to New York. Like his father and his uncles, they all moved to New York, had their kids. But now that they older, they moved back to Atlanta. So that's where all his family are migrating to, back to Atlanta. Both his sisters is in Atlanta. My oldest daughter, or our oldest daughter, she's in Atlanta. She wasn't born in Atlanta, but she moved there because that's where the family was. So all his people are out there, and all my people are here in Brooklyn. So I don't really get along with a lot of his family because they are, you know, they all have this thing about them where they think they're better than everybody else. And, you know, I tried to get along with them when me and my husband first got together when we was teenagers. And it just never happened. They always looked down their nose at me like they were better than me. And, you know, I don't know. So I just never got along with them. And so I didn't want to be in Atlanta with a bunch of people that didn't like me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say everybody, because I have a very, very, very good relationship with his cousins that still lived here in New York. Very good relationship with them. And I had a good relationship with his sister. And then I don't know what happened, but either way, I don't even know how I got on that. But the fact is, I didn't want to be in Atlanta, but I moved there for my husband and my kids. But 2 years of being out there with his family, going to their barbecues and stuff like that, I just had enough. And I needed to be around my family. So I told him, I said, you can stay if you want, but I'm out of here. So we moved back. But since we came back, we wasn't sure if we wanted to buy a house when we came back home, because the cost of houses in New York was so expensive. It was just like, nah, nope, mm-mm. And then we had, the apartment we had was big. The bedrooms was really big and the rent was cheap. So we just stayed there and we was like, nah, we ain't going nowhere. This big old apartment. Shoot, the apartment was bigger than some apartments here in New York. Shoot, to be honest, the apartment we lived in was bigger than some houses that are out here in New York today. So we had no intentions on moving no time soon. But now that the kids are grown, big, we want to get a big house. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with y'all. If I could have all my kids living home, I would love that. I'm going to be honest. My husband, he wants them all out of here. Every last one of them. He wants them gone. He was like, they grown, they need to be on their own. And I understand that. And it's not that they, listen, all my kids got jobs. They all have good jobs. So it's not that they can't leave. It's just that I don't want them to. I really don't. Like, my oldest daughter, she moved in with my husband's cousin when she was like 17, because she was, kids act up in school, so we sent her down to Georgia to go to school so she could get a better education and get away from the bull crap, which she did, thank God. And my other kids stayed here, went to school, and this, that, and the third, they did what they did. They all of them went to college. They all got a job. Now, my oldest daughter, she is a flight attendant. My second daughter works at JFK, and she's a manager or something like that at JFK. My youngest son, he works at JFK also. He's a supervisor. And then my oldest son, he's a teacher in Jersey. And he works with special ed children. So they all have good jobs. Now, the only one still stays with me is my youngest daughter and my youngest son. They both still stay here, and both of them work at JFK. But I just don't want them to leave. And if I could have, and I told my husband, if I could get a big enough house and have every last one of my kids move in with their children, I'd be a happy camper. Because I just love family and I love having my kids around me. My husband is like, nah, they need to go. We need our peace. We need our space. They're older now. They're having children and they're in relationships. They need to be on their own. And he's right. They do need to be on their own. But I know of a lot of people that kids live with them up until the parents pass away and then the kids take over the house. Now, if my kids was a lot neater than what they are, it wouldn't be no issue, I'm telling you. And I know my husband wouldn't even have a problem with them living with us if they was neater and, and helped around a little more. Like, when my daughter get home, she gets home from work like around about 9:30 at night. So when she come in, she takes off her stuff, washes up, get her kids together, and then, they go to bed. So the only time she could really help is on the weekend. But then on the weekend, her and the kids leave. When she come home on Friday, around about 9:30. When she come home Friday night, they leave. And they go stay with her baby father, her fiance. They go stay with him on the weekends. So the help that I could be getting from her on the weekends, I don't get because she's not here. I mean, it's really nothing for her to do, to be honest, because everybody do their own stuff, but I don't know. But anyway, y'all did help me talking to y'all, even though y'all not able to talk back. You know, I mean, this isn't a live video, but actually speaking to y'all and going over my choices helped me to decide that I can still have my house and do a trip every season, and I have the best of both worlds. I thought that in order for me to travel more, I would have to give up the house because I wouldn't be there that often. You know, so I was figuring, okay, I get a townhouse or condo. Really doesn't matter because, you know, don't nobody come over and da-da-da-da. Ain't nobody coming over to no townhouse or no condo. And we're not going to have company like that, so I wouldn't even be home. So, but with a big house, you want people over. You want to have barbecues. You want to have Christmas dinner and New Year's Eve dinner, Thanksgiving dinner at your house. But when you get a condo or a townhouse, these type of living spaces are not equipped for a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? So that would cut down my, you know, my company and you know, me entertaining. That would cut that down a lot because a townhouse and a condo isn't big enough to hold that many people. So I wouldn't be having people over like that. But with a big house, you're going to have people in your living room, and your dining room, and your kitchen. You're going to have people in your basement, you know, in the movie room and all this type of stuff, you know. So I was thinking, if we're going to be traveling, why get a big house, you know? So, but now y'all help me. So now I know what to tell my husband. Let's get the house, and we just take one trip a season, and we just make the trip a decent trip as far as days. We push the days. Instead of, you know, just 7 or 8 days, maybe we take it to 10 or 12. Maybe not 15, but 10 or 12. And that would satisfy me. I think I'd be happy with that arrangement. So anyway, y'all, thanks for listening. Y'all did really help me out. Me sitting here talking to y'all about this, because I honestly have not spoken to anybody about me and him planning on doing anything. You know, I just been talking to my husband. That's it. I just been talking to him. So today, right now, is the first time, outside of me talking to my husband, is the first time that I've discussed what could be our plans in the future. So I appreciate y'all. Those that are watching, those that are listening, I appreciate y'all. And comment down below. Let me know, what do you think about my kids being grown and out of the house, or getting out of the house, and me and my husband just getting like a condo and a townhouse and just traveling? Or do you think I should get the house and just do a trip every season? I mean, there's 4 seasons in the year. So 4 trips is good as long as you spread the days out, you know. And the seasons come right behind each other. So it's not like, you know, I have to wait a whole year for the next season to come. So let me know what y'all think down below. Yeah. And like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a thumbs up. Please, please, please share me out with your family and friends. And I don't know if I said it, give me a thumbs up. But y'all, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that watch my videos. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that thumbs up my videos. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that comment on my videos. You know, it's not easy getting subscribers. It's not easy getting people to like your videos, or even if they do like your videos, sometimes they still don't give you a thumbs up, you know. And so for those of you that do, I truly appreciate it, because I thought when I started YouTube, I thought it would be easy. Oh, you put up a video and people comment, da da da, you're going to get a whole bunch of subscribers. Why not? Why wouldn't you? But I don't know what I was thinking, because it is not like that. It is not easy at all. I watch a lot of people's videos on a daily basis. I don't even watch regular TV anymore. All I watch is YouTubers. That's all I watch. Content creators all the time. And I just be trying to figure out, how do you get people to notice you? How do you get people to like your videos? I put out videos that I do believe are quality videos. I believe that a lot of them are funny. I've done story time and stuff like that, what I do in the day, what I eat, my grocery hauls, clothing hauls, try-on hauls, vacations. I have put out what I think to be good videos, but I just don't get the views that I wish I got. And I don't know if it's the algorithm. I don't know if it's YouTube not pushing my videos or what, but I wish they would spend more time looking at my videos and checking out my videos. And I do believe they would push my videos more if they took the time to really look into my videos. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, you know, you could wish it, but it's only going to happen if they do it. But in the meantime, y'all, I'm still going to put my videos out. It's not going to stop me. I just was wondering how these people do it. Like, you know, I've seen videos that I don't feel that are as good as my videos. And I'm not trying to be shady on nobody's platform or nothing like that. I'm just being honest. Like, I've seen certain videos that don't really show anything, you know, but people have a lot of views. And I guess it's just who you like. I guess they like the person's personality and what they're talking about or what they're not talking about. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't have the secret to the videos and how to get subscribers and how to get people to watch your videos. I wish I did, but I don't. Because if I did, my videos would be a lot, my views would be a lot higher than what they are, and my subscribers would be a lot higher than they are. And I would be monetized already if that's the case. But what can you do? Only thing you can do is just put your videos out and hope that people like your videos and continue to keep watching. But anyway, y'all, I want to thank y'all again. And until I see y'all again, until I speak to y'all again, be blessed, stay blessed, y'all. I'm going to finish my food. And then I guess I honestly don't really know what I'm going to do after this. Oh, yes, I got some white clothes I have to wash. I have to wash some white clothes. All right, so anyway, y'all, I will talk to y'all later.
Usually I don't post, but I want the world to know. Time to pull a drop top out. Summer